Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I'm going to do a painting on a canvas. And this is small canvas. Not sure the size, but it's a smaller one. And I painted it with yellow as the base. And I'm going to use let's see, will that be too big, too small? I'm going to use this as my guide for my face. I think I'll do it like that. I'm just going to go around. I want it to be a very round face. So that's going to be it for that. And I don't know, I just want to do just like a weird looking face. I don't know. Where's my camera? All right. So I'm going to take, this is my Darwin sketching pencil. I'm loving it. I'm going to imaginarily, I want something to be like my guide. Do like this. I want the eyes to be a little lower. I'm going to kind of do, let me see. I wonder if I want those facing down. This is the good thing with this. You can erase it, or you can just wet it. And wet it. Because I don't know if I'm going to do that. Mistakes. What are you going to do? Nothing like starting off a video and a painting with mistakes. Alright. I don't know. I want them to be even, but I don't know if that's going to work. I want this to be like the corner of the eyes, if that makes sense. And then I want a little, I want like a, I wonder if I can do like this. I don't know. I don't like that. I'm going to erase it, but look. I won't erase it all away. What I want to do, my ultimate goal here is to draw on this. And then use my water to kind of paint it. Let me do the lips first here. I want the lips to be down here. And I don't want them to be necessarily too big. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of that. I think I'm just going to stick with this nose until I can figure out. I want this to be round. Almost. Kind of like the eye, like half the eye's cut off. That's where I want to be with that. Oh, itchy, itchy, itchy. And then what do I want to do? I want to give her a neck. And then I'm going to do just a very basic dress. This is going to be another odd girl, just doing her a bit different. And I'm going to do straight across. And I'm going to put her little legs here. Very thin legs. Maybe I should have done that. Let me see, let me erase those. One of the reasons I love it. I'm going to be together. There we go. I'm going to let them kind of go off the page. It would be nice if I showed you what I was doing. All right, and then hair. I'm not going to worry about hair right now, but I'm going to take my brush, rinse it off. I want it wet, but not too wet. I'm going to just liquefy this a little bit. I want it to be a little darker. And probably drag it in there a little bit. I want white to mix in there, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take a little bit of my white, and I'm using, again, the white from Deco Art Traditions. And I'm going to paint. Now you can see this has basic shapes. I'm going to show you what I mean and why. I've been asked this a couple of times as well, so I know this will. I'm going to do this for Becky because she's the latest. I think it was Becky and Cara, C-A-R-A. A couple more people. Please don't be mad at me. Okay. So I got a couple things I'm going to show you, and they wanted to see it drawn right on. Okay, and I like that little bit of gray. And the circle, I'm trying to show in very easy steps where you can see we have a triangle and we have a circle, and then it's just connecting two things, and you have a face. Do you have to do your face like this? No. I'll do maybe when I'm done on this while it's drawing or something else, and I'll show you another way you could draw your face. But this is very basic. We're doing it by shapes. So the shape is a circle and a triangle, and those, I mean, that's it. And then we're doing triangles on this side, and then your nose and your mouth, which, again, I'll show you how to get those very simple. Very simply. Now I think I'm going to hit this with my gun, the eyes, just to dry them a bit. I'm horrible with names. If you guys asked for me to make it a simple drawing, I didn't mention your name. I'm sorry. Horrible remembering names. Okay. So I have that. Now you can go on. You can make your eyes whiter and all, which I will. But I'm going to do the hair. Now, it depends. I like black hair. Can't help it. I do that because I got the yellow and that kind of thing. So I'm going to take black. But do I want it to be... You know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use my gloss enamel from Americana, the 3D opaque, and it is a glass writer, but I use it on mixed media, and the name is Black. And I love, love, love. All right, so I'm going to follow this hair. This is really being a little more nervy than sometimes I be, or I am. But I like doing this odd girl hair like this. It's like my other one. A little bit of curl, a little bit crazy. I'm going to kind of keep it connected and make it a little thicker. Maybe some down here. Kind of connect it. And kind of just do some random curls a little bit. See how we're just dragging it in to touch the other. It's kind of all we want. Now once that dries, I can take maybe a white or light gray probably and go in so it covers that, but I want that to dry. I want it to dry. Okay, now we have her dress. I'm not going to mess with her face or anything right now because obviously that has to dry. I could hit it with my heat gun, but right now I'm going to leave it alone. I want to paint the face. I'm going to wait for that and then wait for the legs. So the dress. What do we want to do for the dress? What color? What color would look good over? Green or purple? Trying to decide. Purple's my favorite color. Let me see if I can grab my purple. Purple, where's the purple? Here's the purple. All right. Just lavender purple, whatever you have. And I'm going to go in. And you can use your scrapbook papers. You can doodle in this. Maybe I'll doodle in this when it's dry. Who knows? I love doodling. But I mean, think about how cool that would look, having the doodles. Now she's going to be a little odd little girl. And a little small paintbrush isn't going to do that for me. Need a little bit more. So I don't know what I'm going to do with her yet. She's going to be an odd girl, so who knows. Try to stay in the lines, but if you go out of them a little bit, it's no big deal. Okay. I might put some black, like, rub-ons or something in there. I don't know. For now I'm going to keep it colored purple, and that would be something I decide as we continue on. Because I don't want the dress to, I want it to look nice, but I don't want it to outdo the background when we do it. Alright, so that's going to do for that. Okay. Her lips, what color lips? I think I'm going to still go with red. I'm going to go with the red from Deco Art. What is it? Napathol red? Don't know. I think I'm going to just do her little lips with this. Find my little paintbrush. A little bit on the paintbrush. That's good. Good, good. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna take a face color. Now I have a couple videos of me making face paint of regular colors, you know, your regular primary colors. A lot of you asked me to do that again, so that'll be coming up as well. I will be doing that. So I'm just going to take my face color paint, whatever color you want to use. I'm going to do a wash of this. I might do some green contouring. We'll see. Like a dark green. We'll play. We'll see. You never know unless you try. I'm all about trying. I'm all about messing up sometimes. But that's how you learn, and that's how you get to somewhere else. None of my things that I start out with look remotely what I have in my head. But you just go with it. Never be afraid. All it is paint and paper. I know a lot of people get very stuck. I've answered quite a few of these emails where people get stuck. And it's like me. I understand completely what it's like, because people will go out and spend, let's say they take $10 of their money, you know, that they have put aside to go buy some paint. Then they get home and they never use it because they're afraid that they're going to waste it. And there is, you know, as long as you're painting or doing something, you're not wasting it. You're learning, you're creating, you're bringing peace to yourself. So, you know, I understand that, because I buy supplies, or I'll buy perfume. Perfume is a wonderful thing for me to give, you know, to use as an example for me, because I love perfume, and I buy cheap perfume, I buy expensive perfume, but I buy it and then it sits, because I'm always afraid that I'm going to use it all up and not have any money to get any more, and, you know, that kind of thing. And I know a lot of people that feel like that with their art supplies, especially when you do maybe buy something a little, you know, a little bit more expensive than maybe normal. Now I'm okay with that pencil going a little bit in the face. I'm just, you know, like kind of painting. I don't care if that blends in. Works for me. Just gonna go around a little bit and kind of scruff it around. But don't be nervous. You use it. That's what you get it for. Otherwise, it's going to go bad. You're going to have it, and then when you really find the perfect, let's say, quote unquote, project, it'll be bad when you go use it. Use it up. Not only do you learn, but you know, it's fun. You have to know that you're going to mess up. Like I just messed up right here because my hands are shaky, but you just clean it up. Just like that. Like I tell you guys all the time, your dry brush, lay it on that, and it sops it up. You're going to hear it because the garbage is coming. My dog's going to start barking. All right, so that's going to be the first coat on here. I'm not worrying too much. I'm just going over it a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to grab a dark green, and I'm going to try this because we'll see. We'll see. I'm just using a dark green. It's like a grass green, and I'm going to put it here with a little bit of, see how I'm doing? Like there was some of the face color still on my paintbrush, and I dipped it into the tip of the green. And then just going to make it work for me here. I'm going to squish it around, make sure you move it both sides of the brush. And then I'm going to kind of go in and shade a bit. Let's see how this works, shall we? I know I have to add eyebrows yet. I'm all about coloring outside the lines. Just gonna hit those spots. Now I didn't paint the neck. I should have painted the neck because that's the spot where I want it. Okay. So now that I have this like this, I'm gonna go in and blend a little bit. So I'm gonna wash off my brush. I'm gonna dry my brush. Very artistic like and fancy. And I want to blend a little bit. Now you can see that underneath is coming up because I didn't have that dry all the way, but that's all right. I'm going to just add a little bit more green. I probably should have hit it with my heat gun once, but it'll work out fine. I'm okay with going and putting another layer down, but you see how I'm just kind of, it's hard to see with my hand. I don't know why my hand's being weird. And I like the yellow coming up actually a little bit. I'm not going to hate on that. I'm not going to hate on that. And I'm just holding it way at the top, and I don't know why my light's so funny today. I'm just lightly kind of blending that in. Now we know the top of the nose, like right here, is usually that's where the light hits, so it's lighter. Kind of shiny, I want to say. It's like the T-zone, you know. So I'm just moving this. Around a little bit. Yeah, see how we have that shiny? It's a little bit lighter. I'm just going to keep doing it very, very lightly so it blends. Okay. Now I know my nose is there, so I definitely want to push a little harder right here because this is where I'm going to do some highlight. Here, my T-zone. That's kind of where I'm going to, and I'm going to dry, just wipe this dry on my paint rag or paper towel just to lift up a little bit more. See how we kind of have that T-zone? So now I'm going to go in with my face color just a little bit. That's enough. And I'm going to go in and blend it. Yeah, a little bit more. That's coming up a little bit too yellow. It's all right. Leave it open for a second. Don't want it that yellow. I want it to be move it up a little bit. Let's see, I'll do her lips after. Yeah, I'll just do that little T-zone. You could put, if you want to put a little bit more on there or you want to just paint it down straight, go ahead. Yeah, you can paint it on. Okay. I like that. Kind of looks like she got a cross on her. Now just kind of wipe off your brush again. And just tap it so it blends a little bit better. And then you can go in with some more of your green that you had. That kind of dried on me there a little bit. Come on, baby. And you can kind of just lay it in if you want it a little bit darker, which I will do after I get my eyebrows and everything on. So I'm going to dry that. It's not holding, you can see that it's not holding the green when I put it on, and I want it to. It kind of looks like she's got snake skin. Now that's cool. That's really cool. Not exactly what I'm going for, but hey. A little tap more green. Oh, this chair. I gotta get Dave in here. Every time I move. Just a little tap of green. Yeah. And then I'm going in. Yeah, that's what I want. I want that darker. A little darker there. Okay. That's all I want. It'll dry a little lighter than this, but I don't, even if it stays this dark, I kind of want her to look weird. That's the whole point. think it'll look better once her nose is in there. I do want to put a little bit. That's good. All right, I'm going to dry that. And I know it looks weird, and that's okay. And I went back and forth, and that's okay. I want to dry it. I don't care if there's texture. I'm good with that. I'm going to do that. And then what I'm going to do is take my... where is it? Where's my black paint? Did I put it away? I must have. It's very strange. Very, very strange. Right. Take a little bit of black, and where's my good? It has to be in here. Okay, I'm gonna rinse that off and dry it. I'm gonna take a little bit of black on my paintbrush, and I'm gonna go in with the eyes. Yeah. Then I'm gonna do the eyebrows. And they don't have to be, you see how the one's higher than the other? I'm completely okay with that because she's not, you know. And then we got her little nose. And now I'm gonna go in and look how cool. Oh, so loving it. All right, gotta figure out her eyes, and I gotta paint that in her legs. What did I do with my lid? Okay. Now you can see right here the highlight right there, and I'm not gonna worry about it right now because I want to make sure it's all dry, and then I'm gonna take, it's dry now. Let me see if I can do it. I still have some of my green sitting here, and I'm just gonna kind of water it down, and I'm gonna go in to mute it. Just a little bit. I might need a little bit more color. We'll see. Yeah, that looks, I know it looks weird. The light's really reflecting off of it, but it doesn't look as bad as it does on the camera, I see. But that's what I'm going to do to dry that. Let me dry this up. Yeah, it's still, all right, I can still see it on the camera. It doesn't look, it's hard to explain how it looks. Oh, a big piece of my hair just fell off. That's enjoyable. I'm just looking, sorry. Sorry, Charlie. Teeny blob of green. You know what I might do with some of the pearl down there. All right. Getting kind of carried away here. This is called OCD today. OCD with Kelly. Today. Okay. I don't know why, but that's how I am today. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to take some, I don't want to do blue eyes. No, I want to do some green. So I'm just going to take my, I want to do light green though. I don't want to do dark, like a dark green. because I want to keep it. I mean, we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, I can outline it with another color. Get a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah. I think I might do outline in what color? Maybe I'll outline it in purple. Yeah. Did I put my purple away? What on earth is happening to me? Oh, it's right in front of me, because why wouldn't it be? A little bit on my brush. I'm just gonna trace it. Yeah, and I'm not worried that they're equal or not, because obviously she's a weirdo, so. And weirdos are wonderful, and they can look whatever way they want. I'm gonna dry it with my heat gun. I was going to put the pupils in, but I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to do another coat of green, but I'm going to have to use paint, I think. I don't think that was good. I don't think that was good to use. We'll use this. And I might need a darker purple, actually. Yeah, I want that to be a little more. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, a little darker purple, I think. Yeah, I like that much better. All right. Now I need a dark purple to outline. Do I have a dark purple? I do. Red violet. That should be perfect. Dip it in. Rub some of it off. And go to town. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, because where are you going to see this at? Does this person exist? I don't think so. Now what I'm going to do is take a little bigger of a brush. I'm going to take the rest of this green here, and I'm going in. I'm going to lay it down here. Take some of my green out of the tube. And run it down the legs. I can always get more black paint and outline these. So if I go out of the line a little bit, it's not a big deal. I'm not digging the green face. I like the other. All right, I know what I'm gonna do. This is why I do what I do. I do things and then I don't like it. I think she's a little too green for me. So I'm gonna mix it in with the paint. So it's light green. Not quite white, but a little bit. And I'm just going to go in and go over all of it again. I know. I know. I drive people crazy. Some of you guys don't like when I do this stuff, but sorry, that was quinoa getting stuck in my throat. Dried quinoa. Ugh. And although I like quinoa, I don't like it choking me. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna keep her like this weird color. It's a little white and chalky, but I think I might give her rosy cheeks. We'll see. We'll see. Because when that dries, that'll be good. You guys ever do that when you're painting and then you're like, oh, you know what? I think I should do this, or I think I should do that, and then you start all over like I do all the time. Like I said, some of you, a handful of you don't like when I do that, but it's my prerogative. I can do what I want to do. It's my prerogative. The only way I know what the word prerogative means is from the Bobby Brown song. That's pretty sad. Cal, pretty sad. All right, I'm gonna put some pupils in. I'm not going for perfection, or I'm not going for everything to be spot on. It's just her. It's just what she is. Let's put some pupils in. Yeah. Oh, I really like her. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because, like, look, the eyes are wonky. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's one of those days. But I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take some of this. I'm going to rinse this off. The smaller one. I'm going to take some of this whitish green, and I'm going to go in. Come on, paintbrush, don't stay wet. And just kind of go around a little bit, the eye. Because I darkened it up. I don't want it to be white. But I really need this down here to be. And I might have to wait until it dries a little bit more, but we'll see. Just want it to be like that. Then I can always go in with the purple once that's dried. Outline that little part again. I'm not hating on her. I'm not. I'm gonna do some of this here. And that's all I'm gonna do on her today. I think this is probably way too long. Just like playing. So I gotta finish her. Let's see. I have to finish if I'm gonna do her arms and her dress and all that, but I kind of want to let things grow. Kind of want to let things dry for the moment, and then figure out a background for her. But before I stop this, let me show you guys real quick what I meant in my other video. I don't know which one it was. I got comments for this one. Comments and a few emails for this one. about how to, because we're doing it in shapes, right? We got the circle, we got the triangle, we have the triangle for the eyes, right? And then that kind of thing. So in order to, where's my other paper? In order for us to make a mask, so to say, and it's not a big deal. You don't have to make a mask, but a lot of you have asked me about this, but I can't find the paper. I'm going to use this in here all over. But what you would do is just take your paper, piece of printer paper or whatever, trace out, because you know we used our bottle from our decoupage, so you know the size of it. So trace that onto a piece of paper with your neck and your triangle. And you can add your legs, whatever you want. One of the reasons I didn't add the arms is because if I add the arms, I got to cut everything out. So I would probably just do the triangle. And if I had a piece of paper here, how do I not have a piece of paper in my art room? I don't understand. That's crazy talk, crazy talk. All right, let me see if I can get a piece of paper out of here. Okay. All right. So we have her. I'm going to set her aside. She's coming along very nicely. I really like the texture and all. And like I said, once I paint under her hair a little bit, or I might leave the yellow come through. I don't know. But she's getting there. Getting there. All right. But let's just use this. So you know I used this for my head. So just take a piece of paper, scrap paper, printer paper, whatever you have, and draw your head. And then we did the neck, and then we did a triangle. Cut that out. When you cut that out, it will then match. Let me do it real quick. And you'll be a little bit better at doing this than me. You'll take a little bit, not better, but you'll take a little bit longer, time to make sure everything matches. But real quick, I'm just cutting it out. I'm stuck in my cord. Oh, she's a mess. All right, come on. Big paper drives me insane. All right, you're gonna get the gist of it. Okay, so you'll cut it out, and you'll make sure that you have it cut out pretty spot on of your lines, right? Doesn't have to be exactly, but you get the point. Then what you'll do, and I'm not going to do it to this because it's still wet, but you will then lay this down. Okay, now you can cover the hair. You could cut out a little bit more for the hair or whatever, or don't put the hair on yet, whatever you do. Lay this down, and I can't do it because it's wet. Then you will do the mixed media. So I'll save this for the background when we do the background of it, and I'll show you what I mean. But this is kind of what you want to do. And then just leave this dry, and then when I come back tomorrow, I will do the background and finish her up with all kinds of stuff. I am so loving her. I can't stand it. Which is very exciting. Oh, I really love her. All right. As always, be kind to each other. You never know about somebody else is fighting. And guys, check it out. If you guys want to do any of my stuff, or if you don't want to do my stuff and want to do your own stuff, and you want me to see it, please tag me. I am on Instagram. I am on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Google+. Where else? I have a Tumblr, but I'm going to be honest that I don't use it. But I want to, but I just don't. I have enough. I can't handle what I have already, what I'm doing. But I'm really digging her. I really love the texture. Let me show you. Let's see if you can see that texture in her head. I love it. In her neck. It's just so delicious to look at. So, find me, tag me, send me your pictures, your art, everything that you guys do. I love it. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.